This video is for entertainment purposes only. Game content and mechanics are subject to change. Paimon thinks you should know this. Watching this video might make you smarter than Paimon. But don't worry, Paimon will still be the cutest. And if you're still confused after, well, you might just be a lost cause. Warning. Watching this Paimon's Press may result in 1. An uncontrollable urge to pull for Mavuika. 2. Spontaneous combustion due to excessive hype. 3. Permanent brain damage from Paimon's puns. Proceed with caution, traveler. Welcome, travelers, to another blazing hot episode of Paimon's Press. Today, we're diving headfirst into the fiery furnace of Natlan's finest, Mavuika, the night-igniting flame. That's right, the leader of Natlan herself has descended with flames hotter than my cooking disasters, and a presence as bright as the Tevat sun. Let's gear up to turn the battlefield into a barbecue. Mavuika, also known as the bearer of the ancient name Kyungozi, is not just the Pyro Archon. She's the living embodiment of Natlan's undying flame and warrior spirit. With her constellation Sol Invictus, she represents courage, leadership, and the burning spirit of war. Her birthday? August 28th. Write it down, because that's the day the candles on her cake burn brighter than most people's fireworks. Oh, and don't even get me started on her cooking skills. Her special dish, Hymn of Gathered Flame, is seafood grilled to perfection. It's so good, it makes Paimon stop talking for a second. Not only does it fill your stomach, but it also boosts crit rate and crit damage by 20%. Talk about a meal with some bite. Who needs a fancy restaurant when you've got the Pyro Archon on chef duty? First up, let's talk about her normal attack, Flames Weave Life. This isn't just swinging a sword, folks. This is art. Mavuika delivers a 4-hit combo of pyro-infused strikes, each one hotter than the last. And let me tell you, that 4th hit, it's the chef's kiss of damage, with scaling up to a fiery 310.748% at level 15. And we can't forget about her plunging attack, because who doesn't love diving into the action? She literally rains fire from above, dealing AoE pyro damage. The low-high plunge damage caps out at a whopping 398.873%. Let's just say, if you're not setting the ground on fire with this move, you're not doing it right. Honestly, if I had her skills, I'd use that plunge attack to skip stairs. Efficiency, right? Oh, and her charged attack? It's not just powerful, it's a stamina-burning masterpiece of destruction. At level 15, it deals 518.42% of her attack. Talk about burning calories and enemies. Now buckle up, because her elemental skill, the named moment, is where things get really spicy. This skill summons the all-fire armaments, which aren't just flames, they're straight-up destructive power incarnate. With a quick tap, she activates the Ring of Searing Radiance. This ring rotates around her, dealing pyro damage every 2 seconds and keeping enemies at bay. It's like having your own personal campfire, but way more dangerous. At level 15, it dishes out 176.7% skill damage. It's basically a hula hoop of death. I tried that once, but all I managed to destroy was my pride. Now, if you hold the skill, Mavuika transforms into a Flamister. This state enhances her normal, charged, and plunging attacks with pyro damage. The scaling is through the roof, with Flamister normal attacks reaching up to 243.381% per hit. And the best part? She gains Night Soul points for her burst while in this mode. It's like earning cash back on every swing. Who needs a driving license when you've got the Flamesteerer? She's practically Natlan's hottest Uber driver. Now this is where Mavuika unleashes her full Archon fury. Her elemental burst, Hour of Burning Skies, is the stuff of legends. Imagine this, with at least 50 fighting spirit, she sacrifices it all to summon the divine flames. The burst slams down with a Sunfell Slice that deals massive AoE pyro damage. At level 15, the damage scales up to an astronomical 1,086.4%, and that's just the beginning. Her Flamister's normal and charged attacks get bonus damage based on fighting spirit consumed, maxing out at 3.4% and 1.36% attack per fighting spirit respectively. If this isn't enough to make your enemies cry, I don't know what is. Crucible of death and life, the added mechanic, balances destruction with hope. Very poetic, don't you think? In short, she's not just here to fight, she's here to flex. Now, let's talk passives. These talents take her kit to the next level. Gift of Flaming Flowers boosts her attack by 30% for 10 seconds when a nearby ally triggers a Night Soul burst. It's like teamwork, but hotter. Then there's Kiangozi. This passive buffs your team's damage by 0.2% per fighting spirit consumed, maxing out at 40%. So every point of fighting spirit is like tossing another log onto the fire of your team's damage potential. And then there's Night Realm's gift, Exhaust Mode. When her Night Soul points are depleted, she switches into Exhaust Mode, gaining 50% of her maximum points. She's like that one friend who says, "I'm fine," after drinking 10 energy drinks and then just keeps going. For all the whales out there, Mavuika's constellations are pure fire. Her C1, the Ashen Price, increases her base attack by 200 and reduces enemy def by 20% while in Night Soul state. C2, the Burning Sun, adds 3 extra levels to her burst. And her C6, Humanity's Name Unfettered, gives her Flame Stirrer insane AoE pyro damage boosts. By the time you hit C6, Mavuika's practically the sun incarnate. Sunscreen? Optional. And now for the extra spicy details from Home Decat's notes. Did you know Mavuika's Flamisterer can temporarily climb, fly, and ride on water? Yes, you heard that right. 1 second to climb, 3 seconds to fly, and 3 seconds to ride. And if you've got her C6, those times double. Her elemental skill, the Named Moment, has a Night Soul cost of 5 per second, with an extra 3 per attack. Oh, and she starts Spiral Abyss Chamber 1 with 200 fighting spirit. The AoE on her burst? A massive 7-meter radius. And let's not forget, she generates 5 pyro particles when her skill hits. Basically, she's got enough energy to light up all of Teyvat. You might want to keep a fire extinguisher handy. So there you have it, travelers. Mavuika isn't just another pyro character, she's the very essence of Natlan's fiery spirit, a symbol of resilience, and the ultimate DPS queen you didn't know you needed until now. From her ability to sear her enemies to her capability of boosting her team to victory, Mavuika is destined to turn your battles into literal firework shows. And remember, if she's not melting your enemies, she's probably grilling seafood somewhere in Teyvat. Seriously, Mavuika's utility knows no bounds. One moment she's burning down bosses, the next she's buffing her teammates and cooking a 5-star meal. Multitasking at its finest. Hey you, yeah you, still watching? And you haven't hit the like and subscribe button yet? I'm really sorry, but you are officially the next Paimon's emergency food. Shh, come closer and listen. Before Paimon finds out, do it right now. Click the button, it's safer that way. Alright, enough teasing. Now tell me, are you as hyped for Mavuika as I am? Whether it's her flaming hula hoop of doom, her epic sun-splitting burst, or just her unstoppable fighting spirit, Mavuika is a must-have. So if you're pulling for her, may the RNG Archons bless your banners. Thanks for tuning in to Paimon's Press. Stay tuned for more Teyvat adventures, tips, and fun. Until next time, keep your spirits high, your Primogems ready, and your flames burning bright. Oh, and one last thing. Remember those notes from HomDcat? You're telling me she can ride on water and fly? I can barely keep my stamina up climbing a hill. Mavuika's just out here living her best Archon life while I struggle to cook a perfect steak in game. Goals, am I right?